Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Miami Mad Outdoors, and today we're going to go ahead and continue our series on modifying my kayak, so stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. So today we're going to go ahead and show you how to install the H2o Kayak Anchor Trolley Kit. It's very simple. The only thing is it tells you don't need a rivet gun. Apparently the rivets are not very helpful, so I'm not going to go ahead and use rivets. Actually, what I'm going to do is utilize the fact that I've already installed these containers and use the compartment here to be able to nut and bolt my Anchor Trolley Kit. So my suggestion is, if you haven't watched it yet, go back and see how I made this container and how I installed this container, so you'll be able to do exactly what I'm doing to install this Anchor Trolley Kit. Alright guys, so let's go ahead. I jumped into the kayak. Again, if you haven't done so yet, the way I'm going to install this is to add the compartments that I added of the storage, and I'm going to utilize that open hole in the kayak to install the nuts and bolts to this trolley system. So if you haven't done so, look at the first video and jump into this. Now, when it comes to placement of the zigzag cleat, this is going to be your way of locking and unlocking the system. So you want to go ahead and install this where you're most comfortable and the easiest place to unlock and lock the system. So if I'm in my kayak, I'm looking at, I could either have it up here in the front. I don't want it on my Lifetime logo because it's not flush and it's not flat. So I'm going to move it the way I feel comfortable personally. Will be right here next to my seat. Especially when I'm bringing in fish or anything, I'll be using this angle. So this is a very easy system to place the zigzag cleat, completely be out of my way and be fine. Now we have the trolley ring, or the circle ring, and this is going to allow the trolley system and your anchor to hook up to this, and this will be traveling to the front and to the back of your Lifetime kayak. So this needs to be in an area where you're comfortable at all times being, and however out of your way, but when you need it, it's accessible to clip to your anchor and so on. So you kind of want these things nearby. Now the reason I chose to do it on the right is because this is my dominant side. I do feel comfortable on the left, however I guess I feel really comfortable or more balanced on this side. So that is why I'm choosing the right side. It is up to you. There's no wrong or way to do this, but this is why I'm choosing to do it on the right side. Alright guys, so I got my Lawson drill bit here. Lawson products are fantastic. Shout out to my future father-in-law for getting me this amazing all-around drill bit set. And this size is a 5/32 drill bit, which is one of the smaller ones. And we're going to go ahead, we see our holes here, and we're just going to go ahead and drill our holes. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I got my tray here with 6 bolts, 6 nuts, 6 washers, and my pad eye here. I have the other one in the front. Let's first place the screw right in the pad eye, and then I'm going to go ahead and screw this in a little bit. So I'm making it tight on purpose. So with the drill bit being smaller than the screw, now it's extra tight, which I'm happy with. Let's go ahead and we're going to put the second one in. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get our other pad eye and our trusty number 2. I'm going to do it pretty much adjacent or congruent or aligned with this hook right here. And I'm not too fond about being level, so just go ahead, mark it there. But you can just go ahead, do one hole, screw this one in, Okay, well, not that tight. And then what we'll do is we'll make sure that's aligned. You see? Alright guys, so we are able to get one with the bolt, one without. Again, I recommend the rivet gun. My idea was not too shabby. It wasn't the best. However, I do feel like this is pretty tight, so I'm going to go ahead and connect these anyway. And we'll give it a shot. If it gets really bad, then I'll go ahead and use a rivet gun and just simply redo it. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get our clamps here and our pulley system. As you can see, I put the pulley system on the smaller end of the clamps, and then we're going to go ahead and insert above this way so you can see, and then we're going to go ahead and get our rope tied here, and then we're going to walk over here to the middle of the kayak. Now I don't know if there's a certain way we got to do it, but now we have the ring, and this ring you're going to want to tie it on one end, and they call it a bowline knot. To be honest with you, I do not know how to tie a bowline knot. I think I do, but for right now I'm going to tie it this way, and then there you go, like that. It's one of the Boy Scout knots I know. And then we're going to want to run, the way my understanding is, you kind of want to zigzag the rope through the zigzag cleats. Then you want to get the other side of the line and run it. And as you can see here, I did this incorrectly the first time. Now here's the thing you want to make sure is that when you're using your pulley system, that when you pull, it's flush and it's not going to run into the handle. So as you can see here, this is pretty much working. You do have to cut the line. I'm not going to cut the line yet. I'm going to do some further measuring and making sure this is all correct. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tie this, and I'm going to keep some line. I'm going to keep all the line possible. I know many people won't do this, but this is what I'm going to do to play it safe. And this is another way to do the bowline, or I think it's called the bowline knot. I don't remember, but this is another way to do the knot. There you go. Now you just got to make sure that this is tight as possible. This is not tight right now, so you see that there is some slack. So you don't want slack. So that's why your major move is to go ahead and make sure this is all tight as can be. But you guys got the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and start messing with this in the next video. In the next clip, you're gonna see it all tightened and all done. Alright guys, that is a wrap. Check this out. We got our nice pulley system, or trolley system, excuse me. I saved some extra rope, but I did cut the end. I would totally burn or fry or put some nail polish on the ends of these. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But very simple knot, very simple way to do it. This is a bowline knot or something similar would work. Now, very simple. You just pull it, and then when you're ready, you just put it through the zigzags, and it's nice and tight. Alright. Alright guys, that's it. The trolley system is done. Hindsight's 2020. I would do a rivet gun, one. I did not use these rivets, but they're ready to go. On the reviews, they say they're not very good. So if you want to run to the hardware store before you install it and get some better rivets, you can. But I have these just in case, so I might, if these fail, I will do the rivets. But right now, all I did was use that 5 32 drill bit, which was small enough to make sure that the screw that it came with was tight enough. And I went ahead, drilled it in, and called it a day. We'll see how this works. I'm going to definitely take it into some lakes and salt water, so I look forward to using it. And I'll go ahead and, I guess on the adventures you will see me using them, and you can see how that works. We're not done yet. We're going to go ahead, we're going to stop this video, and then we're going to go on to another video, which I want to show you an issue that happens with the Lifetime kayaks and how you can fix it. So check out that video. Again, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Don't make fun of me too much for it, because I know this one was kind of a rough around the edges video. But I would love your comments, your feedback, and also things that you would like to see in future videos. But guys, stay tuned. Check out the first video if you haven't. Check out the third one when it's up. And thank you so much for your support, and until the next adventure.